To sell your product on Amazon successfully, well, it needs to be visible. That's why ranking is one of the most important things to master and one of the most important factors that can help you sell your product successfully on Amazon in the Middle East or any Amazon marketplace. Let's talk about ranking, how you can rank your products other than the standard keyword research, PPC ads, all of those stuff that you potentially already know. Let's talk about things outside of the box. Let's get started. Now, to talk about things outside of the box, well, we need to feature the queen of ranking herself, Isabella Hamilton, the CEO and founder of Rankbell. In this video, I'll be talking to Isabella all about ranking, what she's done for sellers on Amazon, primarily in the US for ranking, and what she and all of her tips and tricks that help sellers rank their products and become successful 7- and 8-figure sellers. If this is your first time watching a video on this channel, hi, my name is Crystal and I'm the founder of Amazon Sellers Society and Sellers Society. We help entrepreneurs, brands, and businesses launch, sell, and scale on Amazon in the Middle East. If you want more information, you can find all of the information about us. You can even book a consultation call with one of our team members on our website, www.assmiddleeast.org. If you love Amazon and you want more information about selling on Amazon and all other e-commerce marketplaces in the Middle East, hit the subscribe button right now, leave me a thumbs up on this video, and leave us a comment in the comment section below if you want to ask Isabella anything so she can go ahead and answer you in the comments section. Let's get started and let's meet Isabella from Rankbell. So Isabella, you created this fantastic company called Rankbell. We're going to talk about it, of course, but definitely Rankbell, you created it because you found that there was a big problem with ranking products. Let me start with my first question. It's a very basic question. Why, when somebody launches a product, why is their product not on the first page on Amazon for that particular keyword?
Crystal, your energy, can we just start by saying that your energy and my energy, like they come together and it's like an explosion of like emotions and just happy energy. It's 8 a.m. for me. It's 8 p.m. for you.
For me, yeah.
We're so many hours apart, but yet I feel like you're so close to me. So just wanted to tell you how much I love you and I adore you, and your energy and your everything that you've created is just magical. So thank you so much for having me on.
It's a pleasure. I want everybody to know what you've done in Rankbell and everything, but I just want to go straight into the conversation.
I know you. That's why I had to be like, listen, woman, I have to tell you how much I honor you and I respect you. So thank you. Rankbell. Yeah, Rankbell. It's crazy. It's been going on for 8 years. Started from nothing.
Yeah.
8 years, close to 8 years. I know, like the past 2 years with COVID, I feel like they're just gone like this.
Yeah.
So, oh God, why don't products land on page one? Well, there are a lot of products out there. So if let's say you're starting a product that has no data, has no history on Amazon, a zero history, of course, Amazon is going to put you at the bottom. It gives you a chance to actually start your selling journey, but you're not going to land on page one with everyone else because Amazon respects all the data, respects all the history, also how many sales a seller has per day. So if you're just starting new today, you're listing a product, you might not even be able to find your product. A lot of people, let's say they're launching wine glasses on Amazon. Yeah. And then they don't know anything about ranking or PPC or anything like this. And they're trying to type their product. They'll be doing that by maybe putting their brand name or typing in wine glasses or whatever the product is. and they're surprised when they cannot see the product. And this is one of those questions that you hear from somebody that's brand new on Amazon. How can I find my product? Well, Amazon will not put you on page one. However, they will give you this opportunity, what it's called the honeymoon phase, which you're probably very aware of in your listeners, that Amazon basically gives you a small gift. They will let you show what you can do in the first, and this has not been scientifically proven just yet how long it is, but we find that it's between 30 and 60 days. I don't know if that's, you agree with that statement or not. Again, nobody really knows because it's not something that Amazon tells you or shows you, but in that time, it gives you the opportunity to do something like a ranking campaign or a PPC campaign where it boosts your product a little faster than a product that has been on Amazon for some time, because they know you're just new, you don't really have any experience, but they want to give you that opportunity to prove yourself. This is why starting a PPC campaign is very important. And more than that, starting an organic ranking campaign, which is what Rankbell does.
Perfect. Let's start off with someone, let's assume someone has recently started their business on Amazon. This is their very first product. What advice can you give someone if they reach out to you or if they're listening to this episode? What should they do to get their products ranked?
Absolutely. As I said, you have to make sure that let's back it up just a little bit.
Yeah, I know it's a lot of information,
Yes.
but let's just break it down.
Absolutely. Yeah. First thing I would look at is your marketing expense. Make sure you always have some type of budget, because what a lot of mistake sellers do is, they put in all this money into the product, they talk to the manufacturer, they go through all those stages of creating that amazing product. Then they do the photography, they spend money on that, they spend money on the listing optimization. They do everything in their power to have a product that will eventually sell, but they're not thinking what happens beyond that point. They're thinking, well, I spent all this money on the product, my product is the best, my wine glasses are the best on Amazon. Well, how do people know your product is the best unless they actually get to find it? And unless they get to keep it in their hand and say, you know what, this product is the best. So this is one thing that you want to do. You want to make sure that you have enough money that will keep you from the moment you list it on Amazon on, because you will need somebody to manage your PPC. And that's something you can actually learn yourself, and somebody that can help you organically rank. And then there are all these other things that you can do, including like making sure you have a social media account for your product. Again, depends. Are you sticking to just one product, or are you willing to create a brand? And we notice more and more as the competition goes up that just having a store on Amazon is not that great anymore. You want to make sure that you're creating a brand. Brands are what sticks out today. Brands is what makes your company revenue and get you to the point where you can actually sell it in a few years. So one, make sure you have enough money. And second, a lot of the mistakes I see is that people are running out of product because they're thinking, well, I only order 1,000 units. This unit should last me forever, because they're not thinking with success in mind. Most sellers, they think with failure in mind. And I understand why, because there's so much fear. Everybody tells you Amazon is so hard. You're not going to be able to sell. You need to have all this money. So what happens is they find a company like mine where we know what we're doing. We get your product to page one. And next thing you know, you're selling so much that you are going to run out of stock. If you run out of stock, you're back to zero. Yeah. You're literally back to zero.
It's a nice problem to have, but it's a major problem for sure.
Exactly. But people think, and for the longest time, that's what people are saying. Oh, that's a great problem to have, until they realize that once you run out of stock, guess what happens? Amazon sends you back to the last page in some cases, because now you're out of stock, you're not selling anymore, you're not showing Amazon that you're doing any sales anymore. So the person in front of you and those 5, 10, 20 sellers that are still selling are automatically, their ranking keeps going up, yours keeps going down because you are not selling. So have money and make sure that you have enough stock in hand, because look at the other side. You can actually succeed on Amazon, and we are proof of that. And I know you helped so many sellers, and you know that to be true. So instead of saying, oh, well, these are never going to sell out, then don't, why even start a business if you go with that mindset? And I think those are pretty much the two standards. I don't want to give like a list of 20 that people will forget, but make sure you have a budget and make sure you don't run out
So
of
it's
stock.
not enough, because I feel that that's the main misconception that a lot of
Mhm.
people have. It's not enough to just have a good product and just list it on Amazon. It's not a miracle. There is work involved, because the difference is you're selling and you're competing with other sellers. So if you are not willing to do the work, if you're not willing to advertise, well, guess what? Other sellers are willing to do that, and they're going to be visible, and people are going to find their products, and they're going to buy their products. As simple as that.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
that's, you're right, because, maybe 5, 6, 7, 8 years
Hmm.
ago, it was easy. You would take your phone, take a picture of the product, list it, and sales will just start coming in. But real people have realized that, Amazon is such a great marketplace to sell in. So now you don't just have one seller that's selling wine glasses, you have 100 of them. And how do you differentiate? How do you make your product stand out? So definitely, I mean, that rule always applies. Make sure you have the best product, because what happens is, there's all these things you can do, as I said, organic ranking, PPC, optimized listings. There's all these things. But if you get to page one, position one, and your product is not good, then you have a problem. Because
Yes.
what happens is you're going to get all these people ordering your product. One, they're not going to come back to you if your product sucks. And two, they're going to give you a 1-star review. And that will not only make people not buy your product anymore, it's going to tank your ranking. All these factors are connected. So we're not saying do not have a great product.
Yeah.
Always make sure you have a great product. Always make sure you differentiate from the others. And, me and you discussed about this before. Most people, the way they create their product better is by looking at 1-star reviews.
Yeah.
What did my competition do that I can do better? So always think ahead. Make sure that you create a product that people are going to want to come back. If you're selling wine glasses, they're going to want to come back and buy champagne glasses from you, or shot glasses, or water glasses, whatever it is. And this is how you are able to create a brand.
It's, of course, always a pleasure to talk to Isabella and get some more insight into how her brain works and all of her tips and tricks. She already talked about a lot of them in this interview. If you want to reach out to Isabella, and if you want her to help you rank your products wherever you live, if she doesn't have the service, she has the knowledge. You can reach out to her on, I'll leave all of her contacts in the description box of this video. Make sure you leave us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you in another video with more information. Bye. My last question, Isabella, is because I know a lot of people, they've been thinking about Amazon for years. People are interested. People want to create a second business, or a side business. They like to call it side hustle. Everybody, once they start, it's everybody's dream when you are maybe 17, 18, to have like a really secure career and a secure job. And then I feel once you get into this type of career and job, you find that actually, no, it's not really exactly what I want. I want freedom. I want freedom to choose, even though being an entrepreneur, I think is harder than being an employee, to be quite honest. But a lot of people want that freedom to make your own money. It could be something that you do on the side, and it could be something that you do full time. It doesn't matter. But for you, as somebody that works closely with Amazon sellers, you are an Amazon seller, you know a lot about e-commerce, you have you're a very successful person in this field. If somebody is watching the video right now, and a lot of people keep asking, is this something sustainable? Can I actually build a business and make money just by selling on Amazon and e-commerce? Is this something real? What would you tell someone that's looking to I know it looks like it's too good to be true. Maybe that's the reason why people ask this question.
I it's a resounding yes.
Yeah.
Definitely, yes. You can definitely make money. And I think you touched on a good point earlier in the interview. You said that Amazon is just like any other business. And it's really true, guys. Like you think just because you're sitting behind a computer at home, that somehow doesn't make it real. It's just as real as you would go and open a hair salon in your neighborhood. It takes the same amount of work. And I think that's where people get lost. They're thinking, well, it's just online. I don't have to work to put in that much time. I don't have to put in that much money. I don't have to do this. And they're just hoping that the business will create themselves, because you're right. They do listen to these gurus. They watch maybe some YouTube videos, or somebody sitting at the pool with their laptop. And yes, you can get to that point, and that reality exists. I can guarantee you that. But they don't show you what it took for them to that point. They don't show you the hours that they spend. They didn't show you the hours on the phone with Seller Central. They don't show you all of this. They show you the result. And again, the result is very possible, but I want you to go in thinking that it's going to be just like a regular business. You may have some easier times and some harder times. When you have a brick and mortar business, it may be easier to find out who the owner of the building is, rather than on Amazon, may be hard for you to reach somebody at Seller Central. So you have easy and hard things. But the main important thing is, don't give up. If you decide, okay, I will take 1 year of my life, give yourself as much as you want. If you want to do 6 months or a year or two, and just say, doesn't matter what happens, doesn't matter what problems come my way, I will continue working on this for 1 year. Because it's very easy for our egos to say, you know what, I'm not good at this. I'm just going to go back to my 8 to 5 job. I'm just, you know what, my aunt was right. My mom was right. My dad was right. I am a failure. I can't start anything. And then you're going to start having all these internal conversations, which is what stops people from being successful. And most people think, oh, that's not right. Money is what makes you successful or not. It's really not. It's those internal conversations you're having with yourself. So if you keep telling yourself that you're not going to make it, you're right. You're not going to make it. So I want you to every single day wake up and say, you know what? Take a deep breath and say, today's a new day. I will conquer anything and everything. And you have Crystal, you have me, you have so many other people. We are so thankful to have a very large community of Amazon sellers that are willing to help. Not everybody is going to help, but you will find somebody that will help you, because there's a lot of people who have gone through the same exact issues that you are going through now, and they resolved it. And if you don't get an answer the first time, try other people and other people. We're all humans, and inside our souls, we all want to help each other. We really do. Like, don't just look at that one person that said no. There's for every single person that says no, there's 10 that are willing to help. So always ask advice. Again, there's so many YouTube videos. We live in the era of internet. You can find all the information necessary today. But more importantly than ever, there's other people that are going through the same things than you. And also the problems that you're having at 100,000 a year are less than the ones you're going to have at 1 million a year. And the ones at 1 million, they're going to be less than the ones at 10 million. Yeah. But if you always show up, you just show up, and you keep doing it, one day you're going to be the one sitting at the pool with your laptop and say, wow, you know what, this was possible. And you're going to be the one helping others on their journey. So don't give up. Crystal, it's as easy as that. Like, I see people coming in and they're so passionate, and then they confront all these issues, and then they're like, you know what, I'm not made for this. And they could have had an amazing future.